Yeah, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another day of batch 11. And we are glad we are resuming from New Year. So happy New Year to all of you and happy New Year to all the newcomers. Before we
Gaurav,
get started,
Gaurav, sorry, I just got a message that the cloud storage is full. So give me a minute. I'll record on my computer and you have to start again. Okay. Wait a
yeah,
second. Wait a second. Yeah,
you're
go on.
recording on local then, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Will I get again
Yeah.
the notification?
No, go ahead. I started recording. It's showing as pause recording. So it's already started. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't see any recording is ongoing.
I
So I
know
think,
but
okay,
it's on. It's stop recording and
okay,
pause recording for me.
okay.
So I'm not sure how it works on local as well. Yeah.
Okay,
Please go ahead.
no problem. Okay, so once again, welcome everyone for another day of batch 11, and we are glad that we are resuming from New Year. So happy New Year to all of you, and yeah, welcome to all newcomers. So what we are looking at is something we call it as intent protector. So before I talk about it, let me ask you, for what reason we all are here? Means what is your one reason you are here in this session? Any answer will welcome. So anyone can unmute yourself and answer it.
Getting placed.
Yeah, exactly. That is the exact word I am looking for. To get placed is the exact intent. And to get placed, it requires a lot of discipline. But should we have all the discipline what we hear out? No, exactly few are there, which we call it as a code of honor. We need to follow up. There is a meaning behind it, and that's the reason we should be following that. The very first one, what you see on the screen is the showing up live. And what do I mean by this? It means that you need to be on time, remain punctual, and remain highly committed. Why? Because you need to practice. Once you get placed, you are already placed, then you will become the part of the various ceremony, because you will be getting entry tickets to the agile world. And agile follows lot many ceremonies, and in every ceremony you need to be on time, punctual, and highly committed. And so you need to practice it here to demonstrate in the corporate IT of Americas. So one associated universal law with it is how you do anything is how you do everything, that you see on the screen. The second code of honor, which I call it code of honor, is being the full stack student. Why you need to be the full stack student? Because you once again started here as a student, but now the clause is that you don't have to be a generic student, normal student, how we used to be up to our college days. Now the things has been changed here. You need to be the full stack student, is the one who do all the assignments, does self research, and uh, repeat whatever you have learned. So if these are the traits you are holding, then you are called as a full stack student. However, the third code of honor says that taking the responsibility of your success completely, because after following the full stack student traits, you will be easily reaching over here. But if you won't follow that, then you need to take the responsibility of the failure as well. Until unless you don't take the responsibility of the failure, this failure will remain the failure. However, we want this failure to be the trail of the success. And how it will happen? This will happen only when you will start taking the responsibility of failure as well. So taking the full responsibility of success and failure, both are your responsibilities. And then the fourth one is that to do so, it requires a really high level of high standard of high class of mindset, which we derive from four type of mindset. That is learning mindset. And to have the learning mindset, you should go positive every single time. And to remain positive every single time, you will find eventually you are turning as a complaint free mind. And the more complaint free mind you will find yourself, you are finding that you are loading yourself with the gratitude, and these will help you to start your day in a very receptive manner. And that's when we bring you 30 days challenge for you. to follow certain principle for 30 days, and for that I share generally one audio with you. So in case you don't have the audio after the session, you can ping me and I'll be happily sharing the audio link with you. So the audio link is not the original audio, however the tampered audio has been recorded in different voice and will be shared with you, so that it is easy for you to listen, so that you can follow them for 30 minutes. And how you need to do that? So for 30 days you need to consume this audio while you are walking, jogging, running, or doing any other activity along with that. You can simply listen to it. This is a 30 minutes long audio. When you will put it into 2x mode, you can easily consume it within 15 minutes. So having said so, also you need to remember, any learning you need to start with the golden quadrant of learning. So what is the golden quadrant of learning? So golden quadrant of learning will start with the declaration with the action. Okay, then you will continue to learn that you are going to do it right away, and then you will draw whatever you have learned. This is a very important step. If you are missing it out, guys, you don't have to miss it out. And then only you summarize what we ask you to do in a less than 2 minutes of video. You summarize whatever you have learned and post it in our BA Scrum WhatsApp group. So are you all set for the declaration with the anchor? So how will you do that declaration with the anchor? So you will do declaration, but let me first once again ask you, are you all ready for the declaration? You can unmute and say yes if you are ready.
Yes, thank you. We are...
Okay.
Yes.
So what you are going to do is that at the count of 3, you are going to anchor it, and the anchor will be the bodily anchor. So bodily anchor means it will be self hi-fi or a clap. Okay, so and after that you will repeat what I'll utter. So 1 2 3 and clap and repeat. I am a quick learner.
I'm a quick learner.
I'm a quick
What
learner.
others can learn and master,
What others can learn and
Others
master,
can learn and master.
I too can do that.
I too can.
I too can do that.
You can do that.
And once again, anchor 1 2 3 and clap. Because I am an awesome learner,
Because I'm an awesome learner.
Because I'm an awesome learner.
today's learning is going to be
Today's learning is going to be
Super.
super duper easy to me.
super
super
duper easy.
duper easy to me.
Thank you so much, everyone, for declaring together. Prerna, could you please scroll it down a little further? So there is further 6th code of honor. Prerna, you there? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So the last 6th code of honor is giving ego away on the path of learning. What does it mean? It means that we this will keep you spiritually grounded, and more happiness will let you learn more. And this is so spiritually grounded means your happiness index and your happiness level will increase, and you will be open for more learning. And for learning, this is going to always support you on the path of holistic growth, you can say. And while you are learning, and once you get placed, and even though if you are not placed but you are still earning, the intent of earning is that you will continue to earn more, and to earn more have an intent to do the charity from your earning that should go 10% to some causes or some charity wherever you believe in, to support the society, give back to the society. Start doing so. Why? There is again reason for that. When you give, you grow, and when you receive, that time may you survive. I'm sure here no one is just for survival. I'm sure here everyone is intending to play the game of growth, and that's the reason this is something you must do, having the intent of charity, and do the charity, just not have the intent of the charity. And just to with the intent to grow you should give? No. To inspire others also have this charity intent, that you will continue to give away 10%. That is going to show you the major return. And appreciate what you do, appreciate what others do for you, and even what does not happen to you, continue to appreciate that, because what you appreciate appreciates you back. These are the 6 strong code of honor you must follow before you are being the part of Be Agile and Scrum. And this is the repetition for all of us, because this is the context that holds that gives you the holding power in the Be Agile Scrum. And here what you see is the day. Sundays will be the technical day for you. So tune in at 9:30 p.m. every Sunday. And on Monday, do the assignment. The unsaid assignment is this recording the 2 minutes of video, lesser than 2 minutes of video as a part of assignment, and share in the WhatsApp group. Tuesday is the RRP session, reference ready resume preparation, that happens with Devji. You must attend that. And parallelly also attend at 9:30 p.m. the technical session. Wednesday, do the assignment. And Thursday, RRP session. Again, assignment are 2 types, said and unsaid. Unsaid goes with the recording the video of the summary. Why you need to do that? Because you get the more higher retention power, and that will help you to succeed in any kind of interview. And when you deliver your own topic, you become the master on it. Okay. And the Thursday, once again, you have the RRP session. And Friday, do research, repeat what you learned, and do the assignment if it is pending, and come back with question and answer. If you have any Saturday, you can relax further. So this is what is the code of honor, is the context to start our today's topic. Thank you, everyone. So Prerna, you can share the slide now. So everyone, you agree to follow this code of honor? Say yes if you do.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
I
so
do.
much.
Yes, I do.
Thank you so much. So only 3 people, everyone can agree, because we all are learning here together.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, Guru, is it visible?
No, not yet. Still we see it is now loading again. So yes. So we are in week 1, day 3. Yes. So it is the continuation of Agile principle, I guess. So these are the topic we are intending to cover today. Everyone can see the PPT, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, guys,
Thanks.
a sincere request, please feel free to talk. This is not a one directional session. We love when everybody speaks, and we get to understand your views or your comments or your feedback. So please feel free. It is your session. So whenever you feel you need more explanation, or you want to add something to that, you're most welcome. Okay, so we really like it when it is interactive, so it also gives us a sense of confidence that you guys are with us on the topic. So yeah, that was from my side. Yeah, Gaurav, you can start, please.
Sorry,
Okay,
real
so
fast. I just
let's.
had a question real quick. This is my first time joining this session. I went ahead and viewed the other 3 sessions that we had already gone over. But I have a few questions about just a couple things that I wrote down. Should I hold them back until the end of the session, or?
Yeah, you can. It is related to session only, or you have some other?
Well, two of my questions were just like regarding like just how the process works, because I was added into a bunch of group chats on WhatsApp, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to, or what these group chats are for, all that good
No
type of good
problem.
stuff. And then the other
Inder,
questions
understood.
were with the
Understood. Thank you so much, Inder. So you can hold them back until the session ends, and we'll take it at the end. Is it okay, Inder? Yeah, I think so.
Sure, I do have some questions for the session as well. But I guess I'll just hold them off at the end.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, Prerna, let's move to the next slide, please. Thank you so much. So we all know these 4 values last time we went through. And once again, this is for a refreshing purpose that in Agile, remember that tools like PPT, PowerPoint slide is a tool. And the process is that we need to connect it with agreement. Okay, we need to connect it on every Sunday and Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Okay, this is the only process. But does it also mean that if you have any question, we don't answer them? We do answer them over the chat, over the phone, and sometime in the session itself. So what does it require? It requires the interaction over that. So you always see tools are important, but on over the tools and processes, it is the interaction that is very important along with the individuals. So for us also in the Agile Scrum as well, individuals are important. Okay, more individual and interaction with them over processes and tools. You must remember that. Just never go, you can't go back that tools was not giving me the chat option, and that's the reason I could not reach out to my peer. So that time individuals are more important, so you can walk down over there. Okay, so that time we have to keep our ego away. That also Agile teaches us, and that's what Agile Manifesto is comprised of as well. It also says that working software over comprehensive documentation. Yeah, to start with any software, its a requirement is collected. Do you all agree with that? Any software is built based on the collected requirement. Do you all agree with this or not? Say yes if you agree.
Yes.
And you all can unmute for that. Let not
Yeah.
one be the leader. You all are leader. Okay. So that's the reason you can unmute and say yes. Thank you. And so it's not always that documentation is important. At the end, the software should work. Imagine tomorrow you are taking a brand new refrigerator home. Okay. And just today, what is the expectation everywhere? It should be plug and play. Do you all agree that everything what you are touching or buying or using should be plug and play, and that puts you at ease? Do you all agree? Because I am as a consumer agree. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So if it is not working, your brand new refrigerator is not working, and you are told that, hey, I have given you the manual, can't you read the manual and do it by yourself? So then you will say that for that I have not paid you the bulky amount. I'm expecting something plug and play in the world of the plug and play. And that's the reason here it comes, working software over comprehensive documentation. You see how very much aligned it is with your today's world and working culture as well, working mindset as well. Further, it says that over customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Contract negotiation is okay, but are you also collaborating with your customer? So your intent this should have for any successful delivery of software in the world of Agile, and responding to change over following a plan. So if you have certain plan and customer is approaching to you with some change, and if you are not responding and you are just going to say, we have already very stringent timeline, and in this we have to deliver our plan. So are you really responding to change at that time? Of course not. So you need to remember that responding to change is very, very important over here. So any question around these 4 values, what Agile Manifesto talks about, or we all are clear about it? Everyone is clear?
So everything is clear for me, but I have a question. As far as Agile Manifesto goes, is this just a term that's used, or is this a program? Like, I don't understand what the word, like the term manifesto.
Okay, the term manifesto you don't understand, right?
Right. So is this just a term like, like that's what I'm not understanding.
Okay, so manifesto is something is the, excuse me. Manifesto is not just a term. Manifesto is a guideline. And when we are talking about Agile Manifesto is written already. Agile guideline is written already on scrum.org, on the Scrum guidelines website as well. And there you will be able to find. And everyone has to abide by these 4 values. So manifesto is nothing but the guideline. Is it clear?
Gotcha.
In the
Yes,
yeah?
that's right. Yep.
Thank you. So let's move further. Yeah, we can flip the slide, Prerna. Yeah. So I think this is the repetition of the previous one. Yeah.
Yes.
You can flip
So
further.
you want me to run through the principles?
Yeah, that's fine. You can.
Okay, great. So thank you so much. So guys, along with 4 manifesto, we have 12 agile principles, and try to understand all these principles and manifestos are like the building blocks or stepping stones of agile. Once you understand them well, I mean, you're almost there, because that they have the entire crust, entire understanding, the logic, the reasoning, what are we doing, everything included. So as per my personal opinion, once you understand the manifesto and principles well, you get clarity about what we do, why they are useful. Agile is actually done for you. You are good with it, to get started in the practical world. Okay, so we'll just go after last time. We'll go one by one. I'll request each one of you to just alternately read one line. And after that, once you read one point, I'll explain that in brief because we've already gone through this. It's just a refresh session because these topics are very important and we want you to be with us while we're going ahead. So yeah, anybody and everybody can start with the first point, please.
Customer satisfaction through early and continuous software delivery. Customers are happier when they receive working software at regular intervals rather than waiting extended periods of time between releases.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Praveen. And by the way, I'm really happy that you could join. If you wish to talk, we can talk later, but I'm happy that along with your personal, situation, you're focusing on this also. So, more power to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
So yes, yeah, this point, if you see, what Agile says is, this is basically in comparison with the earlier methodologies, wherein a client used to come to a company or an organization per se in January. They used to give requirements to them, and then the project or product or application used to be developed by per se after 6 months or after 8 months, and there was no transparency. The client had no idea how the work is going on, how the features are included. So there was no communication, no transparency, and at the end, when they were shown, the application kind of or the product, and there were times when they were not so happy. They wanted some other features in some other way. So somehow it was not working in current dynamic situation where everything is very fast and people want to be involved in the process. So right now what happens is in Agile that we follow sprints pattern, that is like 2 to 3 weeks iterations, wherein whatever we developed as per customer preferences and priorities, we keep showcasing, we keep reviewing that. So as a customer, say, imagine if tomorrow you are a customer, you come to GuruSchools and asking for per se a website for maybe assuming that your kids or you yourself are an artist and you want to display your paintings or whatever handicrafts things. And then you would like to see, right, how GuruSchools as an organization is working on that, which page, which color theme, your details on a particular page, how to highlight or flash your achievements or any awards you get. So you see my point. So now in Agile, the first and foremost thing is your customer satisfaction is guaranteed because they are continuously involved in the process, and they are kind of witnessing or they are active in looking at how the things are getting developed or shaped. Everyone okay with it, especially Inder and Praveen, as you were not available earlier? Yeah?
Yes,
Yes.
Feel free to
it's clear.
stop
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Thank you so much. See, to be very honest, these are very, very generic and easy to understand points. But yes, sometimes simplicity can be underrated. So if you have any doubts, let me know. Yeah, thank you for reading the
Real quick,
earlier.
I just have a quick question for you. For the
Yeah.
principles, I mean, I understand that we need to
Mhm.
understand these very well, but do we need to have these memorized for like an interview or
No,
anything
no,
like that
no,
or
no,
no?
no. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of IT industry. Nobody will ask you to memorize anything. See how in there for your understanding, we also conduct mock interviews and group discussions and personal interviews later towards the end of the session. So that time also we'll explain you. But let me give you some background. In any typical formal interview, nobody will ask you or nobody expects you to kind of memorize or that typical word is called rectify things. They always judge or check your understanding, right? So while giving an answer, if you just say customer satisfaction is guaranteed with regular reviews, they know that you know the concept. So you don't have to memorize first of all, but yeah, you need to understand and kind of remember, not word to word, but at least you should know what all these 12 principles include. Okay, just to
Okay.
and once you understand, I'm pretty sure you will be able to remember it. No need to remember it. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
just to
Thank you.
add, Prerna.
Yeah.
So in Agile and Scrum, nothing, you need not to remember anything, but you need to understand. But what you are expected to understand very, very well are these four values and 12 principles, what we are explaining to you. So yes, these are very important. That's it. So I wanted to add up. Yeah, go ahead, Prerna. Over to you. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. So can someone else read the second point, please?
Yeah, accommodate changing requirements throughout the development process. The ability to avoid delays when a requirement or feature request changes.
Yeah. Is this Ashi?
Yeah.
Yeah, because your name and I just remembered. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So what she just mentioned is that while in this entire development process, right, everybody understands development process, right? It's like you've asked an organization, like right now we were just talking about GuruSchools developing an artist website. So yeah, so that's a development process. They are working on that website. They'll have to finish it. So how it helps and how is the connection is that as the customer is regularly interacting with them, they know how the things are shaping up, what is being developed, what is the functionality. And then in that case, if there are any particular changes, like I'll give you a very simple example. Okay, 2 years back, 3 years back, things were all normal, everything was going fine. But then suddenly Corona just erupted from nowhere and it just kind of disturbed the entire atmosphere. But then everybody started coping with that as well, right? So like for example, any earlier hospitals did not have Corona ward, but they started having Corona ward, dedicated and things like that. So imagine if you're working for a pharmaceutical company, you're working on their software, and then they have this new situation. Okay, they want to create a Corona ward, they want to have a separate billing, whatnot, any functionality that is new, that is because of the current need or situation. So when you follow Agile, you are very flexible because you have contact, a regular discussion with your customer, and you can accommodate that. So it's as simple as that. While cooking, if you have your siblings or family members around, you just give them something to test, and you like just test the salt and how it is, for you. And then they give you, okay, please add this, please add that. So that makes sure that you are on track. Or if they ask you to add some more things to the particular dish, so you add it, so you're able to accommodate the changes, or you're able to accommodate the requirements that is given by the customer. So there is a dynamic thing involved, that you are not going by what was said earlier, right? You are catering to their changing needs. So you get my point. It can be as volatile as somebody might want a change in their color theme. Now they want to have purple instead of pink, or they want to have some additional pictures. It can be as simple from a theme, it can be as uh, complex to a functionality change. But then the beauty is as you're involved with the customer, as you have time, as you are in discussion, you can always accommodate. Yeah, but the point to remember is, always remember, as a BA or as a Scrum Master or as any single team member, you never accept everything on the face. That means if a customer has a meeting with you and they are asking you to, have some additional features, additional requirement, you do not say upfront yes to them. You always request them that you'll check with your seniors and you come back to your team. You talk with your seniors, product managers, Scrum Master, product owner, sorry, why this is, this is a question. Why, if I'm serving the client and I'm saying, hold on, let me check, is because for every particular project there is a fixed budget given, right? And that budget includes profit and everything. So if a customer is asking something that will go beyond the budget, then you'll have to be very careful. Then you'll have to tell them that this might cost again more, it will require more time, so all these things have to be considered and shared. That is why you never upfront accept anything given by the customer. You always check with your seniors, with is it aligning with your profit policies, it is within the timeline, and then if that's okay, then you go ahead and agree as a team. Everybody's with me on this?
Yes, a quick question for you on that too, real fast. If somebody was to say approve something that would cost more, what would happen in that situation?
Then who would say? A customer is asking or your seniors are asking?
No, so I'm
Who is
asking, like,
saying?
if a customer was to ask you, okay, I want to make
Mhm.
this changes, right? And I was to approve it as a business analyst, but then, going back to my seniors, they tell me that, okay, well, this is going to cost more. What's the scenario like then?
Then you get the details of how much is going to cost more, how much time you would require. So it's like a quotation, it's like an additional CR, we call it as a change request in industry, and you give that details to your customer, telling them that you'll have to pay more for this, will also need more time, and a justification around it, because you might have to hire new developers or new softwares, and then if they agree, then you go ahead. See, because ultimately the funding will come from them. So they also have to
Right.
agree. It's not that they just have to tell you, do this and you'll deliver, because it's a
Right.
business, it's a corporate setup. Right. Got it? Perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Next point, please. Someone please read out.
Frequent delivery of working software. Scrum accommodates this principle since the team operates in a software sprints or iterations that ensure regular delivery of working software.
Perfect. So you see all these points are connected with the first point itself more than the second one. It's like, because we are connected with the customer, we know what they want, and we work on sprints. All these terminologies will come in the next session where we'll explain you what is a sprint, what is the duration. So basically, there is a frequent delivery of work instead of waiting for months or years to complete the project. So this is very much similar, not same, similar, and I would say related to the first point, where you're giving continuous delivery and you are giving frequent working software. You are giving review. That doesn't mean you're just showing customer we are working on it, we are developing. No, it has to be meaningful. Like if you are, like the earlier examples when I gave you, when I said if you're an artist, then you would want people to purchase your painting. You want to see that payment option is enabled and someone is going ahead with the payment. In the testing it is working fine, and you're getting funds in your account. So things like that, you want to ensure that things are working. It's a working software, it's not just a WIP process. Okay, so this is an easy one. The next point, any doubts, let me know, but this is a related one, so we could quickly breeze through it. The last point on the screen, please.
Collaboration between the business stakeholders and developers throughout the project. Better decisions are made when the business and technical team are aligned.
Perfect. See, it makes sense. Right now, we've been talking that you as a team is talking with the customers, but you as a team has multiple faces to it. Like, today, tomorrow, we are in an agile team. So, I can be a BA, you can be a Scrum Master, somebody can be a product owner, somebody can be from testing team. So this is our this entire group is called development team. But along with that, you have your seniors, like your managing directors, your delivery managers. They are from the business side. So their aim is to engage customers, have more business, ensure there are profits to the organizations, right? So we as a team and the business stakeholders are always needs to be in sync, right? Now, this is in direct connection with Inder's earlier question, where he mentioned that, how would you say yes, and what we have to do when the customer comes up with a new requirement. So that is why when that time development team talks with the senior, or maybe a not entire team, but product owner goes and talks to the senior in business team, maybe managing director, or if it is a huge project, it's a small company, then you also sit with your CEO and CTOs and ensure that you all are on the same page, right? Like, I'll give you a very simple example. Like, for example, if a client is a loyal one, is a regular client, it's one of the major contributor in your profits, and at times you go a little easy on them. You do provide them extra features which might not cost much, and and because you want to maintain relations, and this is how the business works, right? But in case if you have a particular client that is new and that is a little fussy, and they are very kind of like a stingy while giving money, and they're a little nagging, and you're in a way not so comfortable with them, then you need to ensure that you're giving them what they're asking for, and then you're done with them, right? It's just like how you're a little more partial towards your best friend than your other friends, maybe, or maybe to your favorite cousins than your other cousins. But then that's for your relation building. So this is what it is. That's why your business teams and your developers have to be in the same line, and they have to connect with each other. So business and technical teams have to be aligned. Everybody good on this? Yes,
Yes.
no, please answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Going to the next slide. Yeah. First point, please. I want everyone to talk. Please, please. I want everyone to talk. So don't make us take names. Come forward and start reading, please.
Yeah. Support, trust, and motivate the people involved. Motivated teams are more likely to deliver their best work than unhappy teams.
Isn't it true in your life also, in a personal life? Right? Like, even as a student, if you had a motivating, supportive, very helpful teacher, that session, that lecture used to be a breeze. Used to love it, enjoy it. I still have my school teachers in my contact, and we talk sometimes, and even we have get-togethers at times. So this is the bond of trust and support you develop. So same way is true for corporate, right? When you're working in a team, in an organization, ensure that you're supporting each other, you're trustworthy, and you motivate each other. So this ultimately makes the environment so pleasant and so supporting that people would want to come to work, and and when they're happy, definitely they deliver the best. Okay? Easy to understand?
Yes.
This is as simple as it states, support, trust, and motivate people involved, because happy people will definitely deliver more than the unhappy people, right? Yeah. Next point, please. Yep. Who has not spoken yet? So much time you guys taking. Next point. Yeah.
I think
I could read
Prerna,
it again.
yeah, we can call out
Yeah,
the name in
can.
that case if we don't find
Now,
it.
I'll start. I don't personally like it, but I'll start doing that now. Yeah. Indra, go ahead.
Enable face-to-face interactions. Communication is more successful when development teams are co-located.
Perfect. So now remember this scenario, these manifesto and principles are, have been established way long before the current recent scenario of COVID and work from home culture. So what it says is, when you are situated or located at one place, physically as well, and not only virtually, that's very easy and successful, because you can talk to each other face to face, you can interact, you can sit and have discussions, right? In today's dynamic world, it has been tweaked a little, because you log in from home, you log in from any location on the earth, I would say, and you're connecting. But then what Agile states, because it comes from many years back, and then it believes that having people closer, in a way, it works, right? Because see, for example, it's my personal opinion, when I was working from home full-fledged, for any teeny tiny discussion also, we had to set up a Zoom meeting, or block their calendar, and and a person might be in different meetings, so it would have been a very simple question or discussion, but then it would take hours to connect to that person, depending on their and your availability, right? Whereas in office now, when I go to my my organization in a hybrid mode, so whenever I go to office, we just go to their desk and just say hi, hello, and just greetings, and then we can just ask and finish that thing right over there. It's quite quick, if you ask me. There are pros and cons to both, but I'm just saying, Agile encourages teams to be co-located at the same location. So there, so face-to-face interactions are faster for their work, and it's easier to communicate. So this is their principle, which is workable. But right now, even in the work from home mode, everything is going on well as well, so no worries on that. So just their emphasis is on having face-to-face interaction, because we work in a very tight schedule, and it's good to have people around, right? Yeah. So next point, whom I should nominate, I think Siddharth.
Yeah. Working
Yeah.
software is the primary measure of progress. Delivering functional software to the customer is the ultimate factor that measures progress.
Perfect. We learned this in the earlier point also. It was also similar. So you see, these all points, all principles are connected. What it states is that your primary measure of progress is how well you're developing, and how well along with the working software. It's not that only you're developing and things are the work in progress. No, how how well you're developing, and how well your application is working. Going ahead with the same example, if you're an artist, you really want people to buy your paintings, or write views about them, comments about them, or like it, share it on social media. So no, nowadays we do it. It looks so easy on a click of a button, when you're using Insta, or you're sharing post on Facebook. So all these functionality has to be working, has to be developed. So that is the basic and ultimate factor which is important to measure success, right? Because how would a customer know things are working? You might say, oh no, this is working on my local machine, click here, and a person can add an update, or no, buy your painting or things like that. But then as a customer, you would want to see that happening, right? Tomorrow, like for example, after this session, you're using Facebook, and then you're just trying to like something or share something, and it is not happening. How would you feel? Tell me honestly. How much time will you wait for that? Seconds? Yes, no? Do you
Couple
like when you...
seconds.
Yeah, few seconds. Perfect. That's the actual perfect user. We don't even wait for minutes. We are so busy, we are so tied up, we just wait for seconds. We might click a couple of times and we'll leave it, right? This is the patience level, and this is the attention span we get for a particular user. This is as per the research also. So you see why it is important to give working software. Many of you, rather most of you, have got that four page not found error once in life. Yes. Yes or
Yes.
no? While opening
Yes.
any website, while going to maybe a government website, or your case, or your personal whatever work, what is our reaction? We don't even think twice to just close that web page and maybe access it again, and do you sit and wait, oh, it will work, there might be some issue they are fixing? No, right? Give me a genuine honest answer. Do you wait? Do you try to think, is there any issue? Do you do that?
No,
Yeah, I usually
No.
refresh it or either close out the app or try again. And if not, then move on to the next.
Yes, because nobody has that much time, and that is not your priority or your job to do. You as a user wants to have delivery. You as a user needs to have a working software, working application. You're right at your place. So that is why it is a principle. Imagine if something is mentioned in a principle, that means it's so important. So delivering functional software, delivering working software is an ultimate measure of success. Okay? Understood by everyone? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Great. Thank you. Yeah. Can I hear Pamela reading the next point, please? The last one on the slide.
Sure. Agile process to support a consistent development pace. Teams establish a repeatable and maintainable speed at which they can deliver working software, and they repeat it with each release.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Pamela. Okay. So what it states is that agile processes to support a consistent development pace. Like, we know the importance of developing, we know the importance of delivering working software, we know everything. But is it okay if they deliver you at one sprint, and next couple of months they just out of action, and there is no work and you're just waiting? Will you accept that as a customer? Tell me.
No.
Don't be modest, be practical. You're paying them, right? No, you'll be like, hey, what are you doing? I'm investing my time, my money, my energy. So that is why for every customer and also for every development team, it is important that every sprint, every iteration, every review, they have to consistently keep developing and delivering, right? See, your mom or your parents don't give you just maybe a chapati or roti and then say continue and we'll make sabzi and other stuff later, or the curry later, right? No, you need to have everything in your thali and then you start your food. Everything has to be given at the right time, at the right pace. Maybe the dessert can be later, but people like me might start with that also. So on a similar fashion, in industry, it's never a one time thing. It's always about your consistency and your performance, how well you are delivering continuously. And I think it makes sense. That's why it is mentioned as repeatable and maintainable speed. That means if you have a 15 days sprint or 3 week sprint, every sprint you're delivering them functionality which was asked by the customer, which was giving priority by the customer. Okay? Yes,
Yes,
everybody's
yes.
super,
Yes.
super, super. Going to the next slide. Yeah. Who would like to read this? Maybe Praveen?
Yeah, I'll read.
Yeah.
Attention to technical detail and design enhances agility. The right skills and good design ensure the team can maintain the pace, constantly improve the product, and sustain change.
Perfect. So agility means basically that you should be able to incorporate things very quickly and very easily, right? So when as a team you are giving due importance to the technical details as well as ensuring that it is delivering on time, faster, with good quality, that is what ensure that you will be able to deliver on time, you will deliver good quality products, and you will able to sustain whatever the changes that are coming. So bottom line of this point is, as a team, as an organization, as a group, you have to give attention to both technical details as well as to the quality of product, right? Like for example, imagine just hypothetically, there is a new restaurant open at your in near your locality, right? So what is the first thing that you might want to check if someone visits that? Like this is a very generic and question. If someone visits a new restaurant, what's the first question that you ask them?
How's the food?
What's their specialty?
Great. Both questions are right. What's the specialty? How is the food? And what do you mean by how is the food? Can you elaborate a little more?
Like how
About the taste.
quality? How is
Yeah.
the quality? Yeah.
Food quality fine, but what is the first word? Taste, right? So you ask how is the taste, and a person like me, maybe, or maybe some other people, how is the quantity as well? Like, it's not like we go to 5 stars and they give you one leaf and 2 drops of some sauce, and that will be it. So how is the food? How is the quantity? How does how is the presentation, and overall how is the entire package, right? So there, as a new restaurant, they give you all these I would say services to ensure that the customers get regular and they provide the best quality. So same way, see, every service industry has this one thumb rule that you have to satisfy or rather win over your customer, and then that too within budgets. You can't go bankrupt, you can't go in losses and ensure that your customer is happy. No, you have to ensure that you are making profits, your organization is not going into losses, and still you are delivering them. So that is what, and how you can achieve that? By giving attention to technical details, by giving attention to how well you are developing, and you should have a continuous pace, and they should always work towards improving the product. Okay, everybody is good on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next point is simple. I'll only read that. So simplicity. This is a very, very important point. Trust me, it looks simple. It is a one-liner, but do not underestimate that. Develop just enough to get the job done for right now. What it says, develop just enough to get the job done for right now. Why it states that is like, I have been there, that's why I couldn't relate. I started my career from development, okay? So many a times developers are so passionate and so driven and so involved. They might just, work on some additional requirement, additional functionality that was not even asked. And it happens, okay? This is a real life scenario. So so assuming that you have a party at home and you wanted to cook something, and then you just got carried away and you cooked so much. Apparently there were 5 people, but you cooked for 10 people. I mean, was that required? Or you just did in the flow, right? So here, as a team, as an organization, what they say is that deliver just enough that was asked and that is needed as of now, because you don't have much time to invest in other activities, and you also have your upcoming sprints where there is further delivery that needs to be done. Everybody understands? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a
Yes.
simple example. During your unit test, okay, everybody knows unit test, like 1.5, 2 months unit test before your semesters. During your school, you used to have those tests. During your unit test, do you used to study for only unit test, or do you used to study for the entire semester? Okay, I have 10 chapters, I'll study all them. Or you used to focus on, okay, in this semester I have 5 chapters, let me get through that. Give me a genuine answer.
Just for the unit
5
test.
chapters.
5. I would even say start with 3, at least utna to kar lo. So yeah, right? So that's as simple as that. Do what is required. Do not go
Maybe the
overboard.
guide. Just the
I
guide,
like that
actually.
answer. I like that answer. Yeah, trust me. In India, it used to be always Navneet's guide. Navneet was the name on everybody's mouth. Yeah, absolutely right. Because you're focusing on what is in hand, what is the situation right now, right? So yes, because see, in corporate setup, it's at times, you are so driven, you just go overboard and you start, working more, which is not required. So always remember this. Yeah, who will read the next point? Second last point person.
I can do that. Self-organizing teams encourage
Yeah.
great architectures, requirements, and design. Skilled and motivated team members who have decision-making power, take ownership, communicate regularly with other team members, and share ideas that deliver quality products.
Perfect. So now here the most important word is self-organizing teams, right? So what does that mean? Self-organizing means these set of people are so talented, so highly motivated, and so passionate that they don't need anyone to micromanage or supervise them. It's a simple thing. It's like self-organizing teams. They organize themselves. Out of all your 10 odd cousins, one cousin would be so perfect, so decent, so talented, and so genuine that that one cousin would actually end up taking care of other cousins and is always well behaved. I'm pretty sure we might not be that cousin. At least I was not as a kid. Maybe I became later. But you see those characteristics in certain people. They're very well organized. They're very trustworthy, very reliable. We used to call them like Rahul Dravid, the dependable man, kind of like that. Yes? Can you relate to this concept?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Even in your family, or generally you might be that person in your family, like any work, anything, you're like, okay, you just get it done, and then you will be the first one to, yeah, it's done. So same way, because see, jokes apart, but this setup, what we're talking about in Agile, it's very time crunching one. Okay, now we are giving you easy examples to understand, but when the projects are complex, when there is a lot of complexity, requirements and research involved, you don't have enough time, and you really don't have things to experiment. So you get the best of people who know what they are doing. They have the skill set, the experience, the exposure. So these people motivate each other. They have the best of decision power, and then they have their own sense of ownership. So all the traits of great leaders working with their team, everybody is a leader, and they respect and value each other, and then that's what ultimately results in great deliveries, ensuring that the team is together and everybody's on the same page, and they are just uh, kind of make the make the customer happy by delivering what the customer had asked for. So that's why the self-organizing team is a very important message. Okay, word I would say, self-organizing, right? Everybody understood this point?
Yes.
Yes.
Prerna,
Oh,
Prerna, now can you, if you wish, you can take a water break. You are continued from last
no,
four
I'll just
slides.
finish I'll just finish the last point. So
Okay,
I think we'll
no
be
problem.
done with
Go ahead.
principles. Yeah. Thank you,
Okay.
Gaurav. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last point is, yeah, will you read it?
I can go, Prerna.
Please go ahead.
Regular reflections on how to become more effective, self improvement, process improvement, advancing skills and techniques help team members work more efficiently.
Perfect. Now, we just learned, or I just explained that these are the self-organizing team, highly motivated, highly talented, ownership. But then even these people need to sharpen their axis, need to keep learning, need to keep evolving, need to continuously working there towards their own development, right? See, you never said that, okay, I am done with fifth standard, I'm done with the studies. No, you went to sixth, you went to seventh, you went to high school, you went to college, you did your master's, maybe PhD or whatnot. Somebody might have become doctor, engineer, teacher, anything. So you never stop at something that you're good at. You keep ensuring that you're getting better day by day. Right? I'm pretty sure any good singers, they never stopped their riyaz or practice because they were good. Rather, they riyaz more, or they do practice more, because this is how they'll ensure that they are, performing at their best level. See, I'll tell you why I enjoy or love working in IT is all the IT concepts, everything rather in any corporate industry, it's so real life useful. There's nothing that comes out of the clouds or something that is not understandable. All these principles which we studied right now, even if you incorporate it in your real life, That is like the mantra to the self-development or overall development of your family, right? So regular reflection, didn't we do that, when we got less marks in a particular subject? I mean, especially your favorite subject, right? Like mine used to be algebra, math. So I'm just an example. If I never got out of, then I used to just think, where did I lose it? Where did I miss it? Not for other subjects, I would say, but this is how you work on yourself. After some point, once you're as a kids or babies, that's fine. But once you grow up, you have your own thought process. You start learning your ways. So same way in industry, you want to become the best version of you as a team, as an individual. So you sit, you reflect on yourself, technical development, communication development, organizational skills, everything. And that improves efficiency to a great level, right? It works for us also. When we reflect on our overall behavior, overall skill set, even right now, this is what you did. You are here in Guru Schools because you want to better your life, you want to get into corporate industry, you want to be on your own, you want to actually ensure that and explore about your potential, right? You're taking this much efforts, joining sessions, attending RRP sessions, coming here, watching recordings, preparing small videos. That's fantastic. That's what you're doing right now, right? Because you took a stock of your current situation and you said, no, I want something more. I have caliber, I have capacity, and then let me explore that. So that is what it takes. So that is the beauty of these principles. These are very practical and very realistic. And even if we use it in real life, we'll have wonderful results. Okay. Everybody good? Any doubts?
No.
No.
No. I'm so
No.
happy. This is very important. That's why we kind of revised it. And I think for Inder and Praveen, it was the first time. So I'm happy we could discuss. So yes, Gaurav, now finally to you, and I'll have my water break. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Prerna, for explaining so well and in simple manner every single thing. So you can flip on the new slide and then I'll resume. Yeah, thank you so much. So this is what last time most of us have seen. What are these? So these are something kind of tools and also available certifications which you can choose to do. So why we are showing at this point of time immediately, because Agile and Scrum are so much simple that it is self-explanatory sometimes and very easy to learn. However, understanding the concept at deeper level is very much required. You may misunderstand it by simple words, and that's the reason there the coach comes into picture, and that's the reason generally Scrum guides and Scrum also says that there is a Agile coach certification as well, that is at the means further level. So these are the things, these are what you see, the bullet points are the certification what you can choose to complete at any point of time. If you really want to start for free, I personally recommend you to explore scrumstudy.org, and they will give you plenty of various free certification option that you can by completing some units you can you can win some certification and you can flaunt into the groups, and thereby you will also gain the confidence to do more paid and the paid and what is required certification what the IT industry generally demands. And for Scrum world, they generally demand with the certification Scrum Master certification, and yeah, any further certification is good. However, Scrum Master certification is the first entry level of certification. Is a certified Scrum Master, it is called as CSM. So yeah, you can take a picture of it. Next slide please, Prerna. And these are the few tools which you need to explore, and we want you to take one tool from your choice and go ahead, sign up it for free and continue to explore. Okay, what is the purpose behind this exploring? Remember it and listen it very closely. The purpose only is that if something you are given any strange project, customer has not explained to you, but you have to be DIY. What is this? As do it yourself. Go ahead, explore it, and learn what this tool does about. Do your own self research. So you should be self-organized to do your own research as well. Okay, so these are the things. So generally, if you will ask me, okay, you tell me which one to take. So you can start with iScrum. In fact, you can create Jira also, the free version. You can sign up for that. So generally, we do workshop on Trello, Jira, on Jira we explain also. So these are few, and you can do it on. So yeah, so that is it. What is there in the next slide, or we will come to new slide, Prerna? Okay, so yeah, this is the one of the assignment which you need to do by your own self. So Prerna, if you want to open the new one, that's okay. So any questions so far while Prerna is flipping the new chart in front of us? No? Oh, okay.
This
So while the
iScrum is like the software, Gaurav, like Jira.
Yes. So these are ticket management tool, project management tool, task management tool. So yeah, iScrum is like that only, Siddharth.
Oh, okay.
Out of these
Yeah, right.
tools, which tools are the most ones that people use in
Okay,
the role?
today if you'll ask, people are using quite a few, and it depends upon the industry, it depends upon the company as well. So most popular are, everything is now cloud based today. So Azure DevOps are there, Jira is there, again Jira is also today cloud based, Trello is there, and then monday.com is there. So there are multiple such, such tools are there. So you can remember these 4 or 5 few just now I told. So Prerna, you can go to the third slide, and from there we can start.
Do all these tools work basically the same, like same features, but just a little bit different here and there, right?
Can you come again, please, Inder?
Like also all these tools like Jira, Trello, all these tools, are they basically overall the same stuff, or is it completely different?
So when you will look at them, their UI will be different. However, the purpose of all these tools are same.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
So next slide, Prerna. Yeah, next to this. Just now we covered this slide and we'll move to the next. Yeah. So is Agile and Scrum the same? So let's understand, this is a very interesting topic. So Ashi, could you please read it?
Yeah, sure. The key difference between Agile and Scrum is that while Agile is a project management philosophy which utilizes a core set of values or principles, Scrum is a specific Agile methodology that is used to facilitate a project.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ashi. Yeah.
Thanks.
So yeah, this one bullet point is very important. So this is very important concept, and in fact, this can come as a this can come as question to you as well. Understand there is a key difference, okay? And project management philosophy are there, and there are various, okay? And every philosophy comes with core set of values and principles, okay? And Scrum will become a framework in it, and Agile is nothing but the methodology, and any methodology is good to facilitate the project. However, Agile is the most suitable found one. Okay, so remember, Agile is what? Methodology. Scrum is what? A framework inside it. Okay, it's not the same thing. If someone is referring to Scrum, it doesn't mean they are just talking about Agile as a whole, because like Scrum, there are various other framework as well. So like I just now Inder was asking for a tool. So like Trello, there are various other tools. Monday.com is there, Asana is there, DevOps is there, then Jira is there. So likewise, Scrum is one of the framework and Agile is methodology to facilitate any project. So anyone else who can read this and who has not read it yet? The second bullet point.
Agile is a continuous iteration of development and testing in the software development process, whereas Scrum is an agile process to focus on delivering the business values in the shortest time.
Thank you so much, Inder. So yeah, so next time if anyone has to read, if you have not spoken earlier, then only, okay, so you read it. So it says very clearly, okay, it's all about the iteration of development and testing in the software development process, because if iteration is coming and it has to be continuous, because Agile means that, so it is never ending, it is never finishing up. There are pile of to-do list, there are pile of work, there are pile of stack of what do you call, stack of your work. And in every sprint means time duration, in every sprint nothing is finishing up, and it is continuous, getting tested and getting delivered, because once it is test passed, then only it is going to get delivered. Now let me know one thing, a simple answer. Say for example, you have given your vehicle in garage, and when it comes to you, do you just receive it, or when you go for receiving it, do you take it without test drive, without testing it, or you just simply receive it? What would you prefer, testing or not testing?
Testing.
Testing, of course, the answer is testing. Thank you so much. So likewise, here, even in the software development iteration process, testing in the software development process, whereas Scrum is an agile process to focus on delivering the business value in the shortest time. If test is passed, even the small chunk, it will let the delivery happen. Okay, and that's the reason continuous iteration is the part of Scrum. Okay, so let's go ahead further, and Sangeeta, could you please read the last bullet point?
Yes. Scrum is a framework utilizing an agile mindset for developing, delivering, and sustaining complex products, with an initial emphasis on software development, although it has been used in other fields, including research, sales, marketing, and advanced technologies.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sangeeta, for reading this out. As I was telling, it is a framework to utilize agile mindset. And remember, agile is just not a methodology, it's a mindset, okay? And it is very important when you are working as a team member, and if your mindset is not towards the developing and delivering and sustaining complex product, okay, then you may find that things are getting repeated. You may not find it interesting, but it's all about mindset. Okay, and that's the reason we have initially core values. Okay, initial code of honor that is more specific towards having the correct mindset. Okay, and then approach towards the agile BA complete track. Okay, and this also here defines that agile mindset is required for with Scrum framework for any kind of development and delivery. Okay, and if we are approaching with this mindset, we can simplify even the complex product in a very easy manner. Okay, and we can emphasize further. Okay, so any question till that point of time? Any question, everyone? We are proceeding to the next slide. Yeah, thank you so much. So Agile and Scrum explain. So see, we were talking about the Scrum. So there are two ways. The picture explains beautifully. Okay, so the first outer semicircle, which you look at the left hand side of your screen, says that either you can deliver all at once, or you can go brick by brick by brick by brick and deliver it incrementally. Okay, means you are just delivering a small dot. You are delivering small dot, and when the final dot is delivered, you can integrate them back. Means you can connect all the dots back. Okay, you remember, means this thing from Okay, I forgot his name. Okay, leave that. The important thing over here is that connecting the dot is very, very important. And how it will happen through increment, we are knowing what we have delivered. However, the beauty of Agile is that stand in a standalone manner. Also, you can run anything perfectly, test it, and make it workable. If it is workable, then only you are testing. Then only you are delivering it, and then only customer is accepting it, and later you can connect them back together as a part of integration. Any question when I was explaining this picture, this diagram about what is Agile? No, thank you. So let's go towards the reading the bullets. So Krupali, could you please read the first bullet? Krupali, you there? You might be talking on mute.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
The distinction between sprint and Scrum is that they are linked but different terms. Scrum is a framework often used in Agile methodology, and a sprint is a part of a Scrum's framework structure. Scrum gives meetings, tools, and roles, while sprint is a defined period for creating a feature.
Thank you so much, Krupali, for reading this out. Yeah, so understand more often you will find these two terms getting used while learning Agile and Scrum. Scrum is a framework in a simple manner. Like Scrum, there are multiple frameworks, and there is a sprint you will be listening. So more use of sprint is to to understand that there is a specified timeline, and when in this timeline defined period, okay, some creation is going to happen, okay, some feature is going to get developed and delivered. So ultimately in every sprint, in every specified timeline, we are delivering something out, okay. And when we are talking about Scrum, so Scrum, in Scrum, you will find when you will become the part of Scrum, you will find there are more of tools we are talking. You will also find the roles of the entire Agile team, Scrum team. In fact, we call it as a Scrum team as well. Okay. And there are more of the tools we would be talking. And in fact, we have spoken already what all the available tools which cater the Scrum and also consider the sprint delivery as well. So I think the first point is good for you to understand and digest. Can we move to the next bullet? Yes.
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 Thank you so much. Pamela, could you please read the second bullet?
Scrum is a subset of Agile. It is a lightweight process framework of Agile development and the most widely used one.
Thank you so much, Pamela, for reading this out. Yeah. So we are getting more into detail of this. Things are just pointing towards one direction only about its value system. So Scrum is a subset of Agile, as we said, it means part of it. And important thing is that it is a lightweight process, okay, and being lightweight is very, very important. So what would you prefer that I don't know how many of you are coming from MSN days and Yahoo Messenger days. Do you all remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay,
Yes.
Praveen, remember. Okay, a couple of you remember that. So what used to happen that time, any site used to take ages to load, okay, and any video used to take ages, and in fact that starts by buffering itself. First, you used to find that they are those videos used to buffer for a longer run, 1%, 2%, and now 100% starts playing. Okay, so these are denoting towards the cumbersome projects. Okay, these are considered as a heavyweight projects. Okay, so kind of a website which is really taking heavy time to load, it means it's not lightweight. Okay, and when you are processing, even you are moving a moving mouse from one object to another object on a software, from one click to another click, when if you are performing, the entire system is hung. So it signifies that it was not lightweight. And there you find that something that happens just on a click. Okay, I won't give you example of Facebook, but go towards Twitter. Okay, so how fast the scrolling would be, how fast tweeting is, how fast retweeting is, how fast liking or forwarding or messaging is there. Okay, why I'm not giving you the example, because my personal experience of Facebook is that nowadays it has taken time to load a feed even. So this has been my latest observation, but I might be differing with your experiences. However, this is where I want to iterate and emphasize the importance of being the lightweight processes. So everyone would love the lightweight. In fact, today people keep on suggesting to other people also about the importance of not having more weight on body when. So yeah, so this is on lightweight manner. I use the example with human, but however, this is what is for you to understand everywhere. If you are delivering something, make sure that unnecessary lines of code has been removed. If you are a developer, when you are developing and delivering a piece of software. Okay, so second bullet is also clear, I think, for everyone. Let's go to the last piece, last bullet. So who will read that? Anyone? Any volunteer?
Yes, I'll read that.
Yeah, go ahead, Praveen.
It is a particular set of practices that must be followed in order for a process to be consistent with the framework. Like the Scrum process framework requires the use of development cycles called sprints. The XP, Extreme Programming Framework, requires pair programming.
Yeah, thank you so much, Praveen, for reading this out. Yeah, XP means extreme programming, what Praveen just now said, that's right. And this is also a framework like Scrum, and that requires pair programming. Means what? Two people working together, one is reviewing others, and in case something goes wrong, other person is there to handle that. And one is reviewing other, one is handling other, one is making sure that with two observation and double check thing there, we are eliminating the chances of bringing more error on the table. Okay, we are eliminating and we are improving the chances of its performance and its correction. Okay, and that's when the XP is there. And yeah, Scrum framework, if we will talk about, that is all about the practices what we are going to follow, processes where we have to be consistent. Again, you need to remember the 4 values and 12 principles. So this is all about that, how the Scrum can be explained. There are much more bullet points. We will be touching them later. And I have seen just now we have touched the time towards the end. It's already 11. So Prerna, do you want me to go further, or we can just conclude here and can see next Tuesday?
Gaurav, I
Next
think
Tuesday or
we
Sunday.
should conclude here because we've covered a lot of important and
Yes.
major topics. So let that all
Yes.
sink in, and then we can connect. Later.
Yeah. So before we conclude, Prerna, thank you so much. You can stop screen share. So I was hearing to, I was listening from Praveen. Praveen, you were reading this out. So Praveen, one word you would like to tell about today's session. I know that you are attending after a lot of after some gap, and in fact many. So yes, go ahead. One thing, what you feel like saying.
It was amazing. Like we touched upon some important points regarding Agile and Scrum. So for me, it was quite amazing.
Okay, thank you so much, Praveen, for the word amazing. Please call out someone's name on the screen you see. Any name you can choose.
Yeah, Inder.
Inder, yes, sir. What do you feel like saying?
I think just the whole training is very, or the session at least, is very educational and just very informative.
Thank you so much, Inder. Educational and informative. Please call out someone's name on the screen.
Did Praveen just go?
Praveen just now call out your name, so you have to call out someone else's
Okay,
name.
Krupali.
Krupali, yes, Krupali, what do you feel like saying?
Yes, it was a good recap and a refresher from the past things that we covered from Agile Manifesto, the 12 principles, and deep diving further up into the important stuff that we just covered in the last few slides, the sprint, XP, how the framework works, and it was good, informative session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Krupali, for telling informative session. But one thing I would like to know from you, Krupali, why do you, excuse me, excuse me, guys. Yeah. The question to Krupali is that, why do you remember that what we have touched last time and that this time we have recap? Why do you remember that?
Because we keep watching the videos and practicing doing the 2-minute self-review sessions. So it's like pressure.
Yes, there you go. Yeah. So Krupali, you nailed it. It's all about 2 minutes video, what you have created, Ashi has created, and both of you have posted. And that's the reason the chances of both of you remembering is the most, that we have revised some things. Thank you so much, Krupali, for telling this out. Krupali, just call out one name on the screen you see. You are on mute, Krupali.
I'll say Siddharth.
Siddharth, yes, sir. What do you feel like saying?
Hey, Gaurav, how are you?
thanks.
Today's session was really nice. Like agile principles, these principles we use in day-to-day lives. I use in my business. So those are the things I was seeing it as these are the things we are anyways using it, and it's coming in the BA practice. I said that's a plus point. So learned really, it was totally informative, detailed. So I really like the informative session today.
Thank you so much, Siddharth. And this is the way. And if you can identify that you are using it in daily business, there is nothing like that. I mean, yeah, this should be your eyes to identify upon that, how you are using it in your daily life, so that you can easily crack any interview if you have this knack to identifying this, how you are using it in your daily life. So yes, Siddharth, please call out someone's name on the screen, please.
Sangeeta?
Sangeeta, yes, Sangeeta, what do you feel like saying?
It was a very good session. The recap was really good because it made me to revise again about the earlier chapters which we have gone through. And regarding this today's chapter, it's like kind of, for me, it's a very new, and understanding the word of framework and the differentiation between the Scrum and Agile. Maybe I have to go through once again the audio session to get, used to the terminologies and how practically I can visualize with it. Maybe it would take some time, I guess. So only through the recordings once again you should go through. But otherwise, it's a good session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta. So please call out someone's name on the screen, you see. Sangeeta, you went on mute.
Inder?
Yeah. Inder, I guess Inder was done.
Then Shiva or Shiva Shita.
You can call her Ashi.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think like everyone has said, Gaurav, today was a really good session to recap and dive into Agile, because of the brief, big break that we got in the middle. So it was a good way to restart once again.
Yeah, sure. Ashi, agree with you. Please call out someone's name on the screen.
I think pretty much everybody's done. I think maybe Pamela has not done.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Ashi, for the opportunity, and thank you, Gaurav and Prerna, for this amazing session. Actually, you know what? Before I talk about this session, I want to thank, I think it was Ashi and Krupali who did the recordings. It was a good, in short recap. It was very informative, actually. I was able to gain more points and I was able to write down, actually. And today's session, yes, absolutely. Like every time, this session was really very informative, and especially I like this the 12 principles of Agile, where Prerna ma'am was talking about the simplicity. Simplicity, though the word is very simple, but it has more weight in it. Like the way she was explaining, it's absolutely, absolutely jam-packed session actually. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Pamela, thank you so much. Please call out one name for conclusion.
Prerna ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pamela. Yeah, over to you, Prerna.
Yes, thank you. And Pamela, it's always Prerna. We don't work on ma'am and sir basis, so it's always first name basis. Thank you so much. If
I'm
you
working
ask
on
me
it.
today, please, I'll be really happy. See, today's session, if you ask me, was very exciting because first of all, we have in there, who attended session for the first time, and I'm really happy that Praveen is also back, and all of you have been, uh, out on a break, but still, yet again excited to join back these sessions. And also, we really covered such important topics, and everybody's involvement, presence is completely, truly valuable. So I thoroughly enjoyed today's session. I'll recommend and suggest to rewatch these videos, especially to Inder and Praveen, because they've missed some of the sessions earlier and joined again. And you can do come back to us on any doubts you have, and also do make those small videos. They really are very helpful, and you can see for yourself, your confidence grows, your understanding grows, you feel more comfortable in front of the camera. So similar way, you'll be very comfortable in front of the interview panel as well. And also we do feature those videos on our Guru School YouTube channel, so that's also an important thing. So overall, a great successful and happy session for me, and thank you so much. Over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yes, great conclusion, Prerna. So we will talk to you once again on Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. EST. Not Tuesday, before that it's Sunday, 9:30 p.m. EST. And remember to attend every RRP session. With this note, thank you so much once again, and bye-bye and good night. We'll talk to you again. Bye.
Hello,
Bye-bye.
Prerna.
Good night. Yeah.
Could I just have a word if Gaurav sir is
Yeah,
also
sure.
available?
Sure. Yeah. Let's wait for
So
others to leave. Yeah.
Inder had some question you wanted to ask, Inder?
Yeah. Inder, you also want to connect now?
Sure. My question was just about the group chats that I don't know if she wants to go first.
Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
that's fine.
Yeah. Praveen, Sangeeta, Siddharth, you have any doubts? You want to stay back?
You can stop recording, Prerna, if
Yeah.
you wish.
Give me a second. Yeah.
Yeah, just the recordings I want, and thank you for the session, ma'am. And so,
Yes. Thank you so much. I will share the
Yes.
recordings. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, so yeah. Ashi, go ahead.
Yeah, so Gaurav, I was able to show